Welcome back to Imperial Splendor. I want to take a moment just to thank everybody for sticking around for this particular Let's Play series. It seems like those of you that are watching have kept on watching with every episode, and it really helps big time, guys, when you hit that like, comment, all that stuff. Even just a passing comment on what's gone wrong or what's gone right really helps big time, so thank you. That being said, we do have to continue onwards. For those of you that have not seen our last episode, I would definitely recommend you do check it out to kind of catch up with what's going on, because we've got a lot happening here. Of course, we have beaten that first army in western Poland. We're going to head over here to hit the Austrians. Now, somebody recommended, and I like this recommendation, giving Warsaw to the Prussians. This would put us in an interesting position because we don't necessarily... Well, let's see if we need Warsaw for our victory objectives, first of all. But if we don't need Warsaw, then we can give that away and get the Prussians there, so they would be a bit of a buffer zone in between the two of us. Poland, no, so we do need to hold Poland, unfortunately. We could give them East Prussia, sorry. So this is actually a really good suggestion. So let me do that. Let's take a look here. Over to Prussia. I am going to go ahead and give them East Prussia, guys. We might try to get something out of it, like if they'll pay us.
Be offered to or demanded of.
If they'll pay us, then we'll take it. Let's just see how much they can... I mean, this might be more than expected. Will they accept this? Missing string. Okay, I don't think that's apparently not been made part of the Imperial Splendor mod. Okay, let's see. No, we have not given it to them. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I think this will... It'll create a bit of a buffer zone, but it'll also give the Prussians a little more power. And I think they deserve it. So we're going to give them... Oh, wait a minute. It did go into their control. Alright, never mind. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think you guys know what's going on either. We'll end the turn and we'll see if it gives them the region or not. And yes, it looks like we've got an Imperial flag over Königsberg, East Prussia. I think this is a good way to curry favor and, of course, allow them to build their armies too. Since they are our allies, we need them strong as well. And they really haven't actually helped us in any of our wars. So I'm hoping by giving them that, it's going to boost their strength a bit. Look at this! They're already besieging us at Warsaw. This is insane. Wow, the Austrians want us dead so badly during this particular Let's Play. Now, I'm gonna probably have to actually exit the city itself to fight them. There's no way we can just remain here and, you know, wait out the siege. I doubt it anyway. Bialystok. And look at that. Indeed, they are attacking Warsaw herself, guys. My goodness. So we have an army over here. What we could try to do... this is the army of Count Zakar Chernichov. We could go ahead and start heading for Warsaw to try and assist. Or we could just go ahead and head south and start attacking other region capitals of the Austrians. But I think the right thing to do is probably try and save that area. If not, you know what? We could just go ahead, turn on the region capital. Another option here is to head out and attack. And I almost feel like with all of the enemies over here to the south as well, we should try to break out of the city. It's not ideal, but I think it's what has to be done. Let's do it, boys. Peter Tskow attacking out of the city, trying to break out of Warsaw and hopefully save our men. Let's make it happen. Alright, we are here, and it looks like the enemy is prepared. Now, if they will actually come to us, I will keep my distance. Couldn't care less. We also have some buildings here that we could potentially use. Farmhouses, town halls, etc. So again, I'm just going to kind of hold on and see if the enemy will attack us. We'll start to unlimber artillery, but if they come this way, then I am more than happy to try and withstand their attack. I'm going to send up a scouting unit right now that's going to be the... Actually, why are we going to send infantry to scout? Let's send forward the 4th Regiment of Foot. In fact, we could even try to lure the enemy into our positions. That's also not such a bad idea. Look at that. Another town hall building there. Good firelock armed citizenry. We're already going to put them in the town hall. They're not going to be much use anyway. Okay, I see that movement. No, they are moving, but likely just moving into defensive positions. And especially if they're going for something like being behind this stone wall, we are not going to have a very good time. I don't know why it keeps auto-selecting these guys. Oh, you know what? I think it's just the background color there looks like they're auto-selected. It's kind of annoying. That background color needs to be changed. Right, let's go. Try to maybe take out their artillery early on in the battle. Something's telling me we're probably going to have to go out and take them on ourselves. We have more cavalry units, probably more effective cavalry units, but nothing we can use right now in a quick squeeze. So I'm actually just going to... Come on. Damn it. Over here, over here. They've got irregulars, and those irregulars can absolutely hit us at range. So I'm just trying to get past them. This is a sacrificial push, no doubt about it. Go, boys! For the Rus! For Catherine! Yeah, pretty heavy enemy fire there. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much to damage these cannons. At the least, we'll stop a few of them from being fired, and it looks like our own cannon fire just killed our artillery there. That's not ideal in the slightest. Now, you know what? And they're probably not going to get battle here, but I'm going to start sending some units into the woods. You guys know our previous battles and how much luck we've had fighting from the forest. So we'll send the Muscovy Polk, the Gerasoni Battalion, and the Morskoy Polk over here, just as like a stopping force, an initial stopping force. It may not be that effective, but we're going to find out. And of course, we've got that cavalry there, the famous Gusarsky Polk, prepared to fight. These are pretty good units, of course. They have been with us in a few battles, and their rank shows it for sure. It's pretty hard to get, like, silver rank here in Imperial Splendor because the number loss is so dramatic in fights. You know what else I'm going to try to do? Oh my goodness, guys. If we could get behind... I'm not going to go for it now, but we might want to grab another group of guys and try to get behind the stone wall there, to be honest with you. I'm almost tempted to just take these guys that were already kind of weak to start and kind of just probe out that situation. Let's get to the edge of the forest here. Don't make any Borat jokes. Here we go. Put him right there. Put him right there. Against irregulars, this is going to be tough. We're going to have to expose ourselves. We're going to have to push forward a bit. It's just the only way to target irregulars. Yeah, I'm really going to... No, I'm going for it. I'm going to try to get behind the stone wall. Fire, boys, before we're all killed. They came prepared here. Absolutely came prepared to trap us in the city. And they might just succeed if we don't do something quickly. Nice. Okay, if the cavalry's going to attack us, this is going to be a lot harder. But we really need to commit to this if we're going to do it. We need to commit. I'm going to send another unit over. And in fact, I am going to start moving some more infantry forward. That's right, we thought we were going to defend. No way. With AgrippaMaxentius here, there's no defending. Come on, guys. You know better than that. It's the best we're going to be able to do. Yeah, something like this. Take cover! And these guys will just support that push, because now we've got enemy Pandad and more irregulars pushing up on us. Let's return fire. I don't like the fact that there's artillery there, but there's not much we can do about it right now. Come on, boys. If the enemy doesn't come into range, of course, this is not going to be that useful, so we really need the enemy to come into range. Right now, our cohesion has fallen apart. But we've actually, it looks like we managed to actually knock down a lot of regulars here. Not without losing a tremendous amount of these Molskoi Polk here. Move up. In fact, we're going to have to take this unit on, the Deutsche Grenadiers. Now, that's a unit to be worried about for sure. The Pandaren are also really frustrating. I mean, keep in mind, these are irregular units. They're sort of like, I guess, snipers. They're more skirmishers than snipers, but they can be a serious, serious problem. I'm going to try to set up this line more appropriately. But I am considering focusing fire now on artillery. Let's wipe out their arty. I'd like to charge it, but they've got way too much support here. Come on, boys. Reloading. Oh boy, way too many of these guys are reloading. Nice, the Pandaren are taking a pretty nasty hit. Looks like they have completely gone unscathed there. And these guys are not really providing the kind of fire I was hoping for. We might have to leave the cover here of the stone wall, unfortunately. However, we've got yet another unit moving up. I'd love to see that commander there at the front. Or the flag bearer, I should say. That is beautiful. Alright, come on now. We have arrived in our strange formation. The Pandaren are falling back. At least some of the Pandaren. They must have way more units out here. There we go. Double quick. I'm going to immediately bring the fight to those Grenadiers. That's definitely an elite unit and one we want to knock out of the fight as soon as possible. Fire. 148 of the bastards. For Catherine, shoot them down. Looks like we got the Pandaren attacking our line. That is uncommon. They've got some actual cutlasses here. Damn, man. Well, we want to get set up quickly to potentially return fire. There we go. Starting to hit the Grenadiers. Looking nice, boys. Looking nice. They've had a lot of practice in previous battles. Let's knock down that Prussian flag. Just like Alexander Nevsky before us, we shall stop the abomination that is the Prussian army. Well, in their case, the Teutonic Knights. Excuse me, the Prussians, the Austrians. God, I thought we were facing the Prussians with that flag for a second. Let's get forward here. Come on now, come on now. Why did they leave the cover of the wall? Alright, no time to answer questions or ask them. Just get into position. As long as the Pandaren are continuing to run, and I'm going to set this guy here to take on the Austrians. And now, you know what? Time to bring in the cavalry. Looks like the Grenadiers see that their number's up. They're starting to move over here, closer to their main battle line. Maybe we should take a shot before charging, but that's not my style. In fact, I'm going to get into wedge formation. This is usually more reserved for cavalry or like thick infantry formations. But we're going to wedge our way right through these Grenadiers. Gusharski Polk! Yes! Mighty Gusharski Polk are tearing the Grenadiers apart. Of course, they're not ones to live very long either, all things considered. The combatant is losing slightly, but we need a lot more than just a slight loss here. Although 91, 94 to 91, this is what we like to see. let's do another charge into the Deutsche line infantry. So trying to maximize our charge damage, basically. We'll get out of that wedge formation. Boom! Pandaren moving across the battlefield. I love this position from the cover of the trees. This is nice. The question is, will we actually be able to break out of Poland? Or is our army trapped forever? With, of course, for sure, our general losing his life during the fighting. Thank you for your sacrifice. The Gusarski Polk absolutely sacrificing themselves to beat up the Grenadiers there, and hopefully beat up some of the line infantry units. But see, now they're charging, it looks like. Yeah, that could be a charge. I'm going to readjust the line here at the double quick. And they are coming in with carabiners. That's not good. Not good in the slightest. We might want to push forward with the rest of our units. Let's get into square. We have no choice. Gotta get into square to respond to this situation. Our men are being overrun. Come on, boys. Fire! Yeah, things have gotten quite serious for our men. We've had victory so far, but this could be our first major defeat if we're not careful. Look at that. Cavalry is going to charge us. Come on, hold on, boys, hold on. These carabiners aren't kidding around. Good job, bayonets. Good job. We have to at least make the Austrians pay. If they're going to keep us here in Warsaw, we have got to make them pay and damage this army beyond repair. I think that's going to have to be pretty much the way we approach, especially considering the Austrians outnumber us, what, 5-6 to 1? You know, Russia may be huge, but it's simply not developed at this time period to the extent ultimately it becomes developed, and we don't have the men capable of even fighting an enemy like this, so we really need to try and rush it and knock them out in large numbers if we intend to win. Good job! Look at that! The man knows how to use his bayonet. Our boys have been in training, although really this training comes from only one place, and that is the battlefield itself. We need our Prussian allies to come to our assistance. They really just have not done enough. Fire at the Pandaren! Angol! Good shooting! That's the kind of volley we need. And I think the Pandaren are going to break pretty soon here. We've already broken most of their divisions. It'd be nice if we could get a unit again to that stone wall. Now it's quite important. Just to return fire to any enemies retreating, etc. But I think I'll focus my fire on the Deutsche Line Infantry. I'm actually going to get a bit closer before we fire. Force our boys a bit closer there for a better shot. Fire. Get the Grenadiers. Aim for the midsection, boys. It's the best chance to hit them at this distance. Nice. So many dead on the battlefield. Yep, Grenadiers still taking hits and apparently still trying to move forward here. They are going to return fire. And man, our army is looking beat up. If you guys don't see here the numbers, I mean, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions, I think, before we're completely spent. I'm going to see if this works. What I'm going to try to do is get this guy on that side of the wall. Actually, you know what? We'll put him here for now. We'll see how he responds. If he doesn't start targeting the enemy, then obviously we know the wall is bugged. This many men. Nice! Look at that. We're getting some fire from these guys, and they're actually shooting over at the artillery there. I like that. I like it so far. Maybe we come out on top. I don't know, guys. If we break out of this city, no matter what, we are going to have a badly, badly bloodied army. I think running back to Moscow was probably not a bad idea to really fully recuperate. Get some upgraded units, etc. Push forward. So I think we've completely dealt with the Carabinas. Should be very, very happy about that. They are running off. Thank you so much, square formation. And now let's fire just exclusively at those Grenadiers. I knew they were going to be the toughest unit. And sure enough, they are. But I'm not risking our general on a cavalry charge here. No way. If we need to do this piece by piece, then so be it. Arijay. A few of them are getting hit there, as you can see, but it looks like the commander's still there. I think as long as their officer is with them, these Grenadiers would not be caught dead fleeing. And they've lost 2/3 of this unit. They're still fighting. Pandaren too, I have to say. Pretty sneaky foe. We thought we were going to be the ones doing guerrilla combat. They have the best guerrilla combat unit, at least on this side of Europe, the Pandaren. And look at that, I didn't even notice, but the Carabineers came in here and completely tore our artillery to bits. It's been a tough breakout, guys. We still don't know if it succeeded. Something so calming about that reloading sound. We might need to make an ASMR. 43, come on. 2 down. So 2 down from that volley. 3 down from that volley, sorry. But I think so far our boys are holding the line. This is all we need, is just to hold them off for a little bit longer. Look at all the dead bodies on the snow. Many, of course, Pandaren, but look at how many Russians. I mean, this is the battle where our men certainly earned their stripes. We've had a tremendous amount of victories up until now. This is the first battle where I actually feel like we could have a defeat here. If we don't outshoot these Grenadiers and force them to break, somebody needs to get a lucky hit on that officer. And the enemy still has their artillery, whereas we do not. Looks like we've got some enemy forces that are also coming back. That could be the line infantry. They are rallying. Man, it would be so easy to just bring the general in for a charge. But see, even just standing in the woods far from the battle, it looks like Count Chakad has already lost 1 guy. Look at that. Just getting shot from through the woods here, a stray bullet. So I don't even think that's safe. And a charge is absolutely insane, of course. You know what? Why didn't I think of this? Those Grenadiers charging? The Deutsche Grenadiers are charging us, guys! You're insane! I think that finally they're falling back. They're not retreating, but they are falling back. What did General Patton call it? Advancing in the opposite direction. That's what it is. Concerned about the casualties sustained, but the battle is not over yet. I mean, look at this. This is going to be our longest battle yet. They still have Pandaren units up there. Fire. We're going to be of no use here, so we'll take our boys off the wall and join the fight. Oh, that's gonna suck for the Pandaren. Break. Yep. Alright, not too bad, but now we've got to respond to all of these Pandaren. We could just go for a charge. It's actually not the worst idea here. They are a regular foot. So you know what? Bayonets. Let's charge. Bayonetski! Just like the good old days. While that's going on, we'll just keep firing with these two units. They'll just basically keep the fight going against the rest of the enemy army, but I'm thinking of trying to roll the enemy up here. We're going to try to roll them up with these two groups. The Garrisoni Battalion and this Garrisoni Battalion. Hoorah! Take out that artillery for once and for all. Just make sure it's not a threat anymore. And also smash into the rest of the Pandaren. And I'm hoping at least that our numbers alone will give us the victory here. Could even do a flank charge into that Pandaren unit as long as our boys hold the attack. Order Rus! Keep it up. We've got cavalry. You know, we're going to have to get out of that formation and try to get into a square formation quickly. Same with this guy. Not expecting cavalry to be there. Come on, boys. Look at this. Get into that square. Fight for your lives. They're doing okay. They are managing to form a bit of a square here. It's getting the job done, that's for sure. Okay, the Pandaren are charging it as well. That is a cause for concern, definitely. Because now, of course, the square is not as effective against enemy infantry units. Looks like one of our groups is breaking. How disappointing, guys. Making it all the way to the end, but they are breaking here. And the second one breaking too. Let's hope that the rest of these guys can hold on for dear life to the very end. Square formation. I might give the general the order to retreat pretty quickly here. No ammunition! This is the first time we've had a unit spend all of their ammunition, guys. The Admiraletsky Battalion. We're gonna have to charge the line infantry. That's amazing. We have shot every single bit, every single cartridge in our packs. Man, the enemy just has an insane amount of cavalry, and we can't put the citizen unit, unfortunately, into any sort of a square formation. So let's see if we can just cut down their bodyguard. I'm going to send in the general. Glory must not be lost today, no matter what. If he goes back to Moscow alive after a loss like this, I can't allow it, I don't think. We're sending him in. I want to remind you guys, this is one of our best generals But it makes no difference to me. If we can kill their general right now, we might be able to turn this around. Hurrah! That's it. That's the last one. That is the general himself. Oh my goodness, look at that. What a coward, guys. The Austrian general actually retreating here. We were going to charge into the back of the Grenadier. Actually, you know what? We might as well help our boys out against the line infantry. I think our boys have a mind in their own, though. They're going to do their own thing. Attack! For the glorious Rus! We shall not go back to Catherine with a defeat. And you know what? Shame on me. I forgot we've got a citizen unit here. This is almost making me think we could fall back with Shakar. And we should, potentially. Let's fall back. Because if we can get back to that townhouse, we might still be able to hold on. And we've got a regiment still firing, still fighting here. This is insane, guys. Our craziest battle yet. Looks like we are going to manage to break out. I don't know what we're going to do when we get out of here. This is going to be a Pyrrhic victory for sure. Just absolute bloody devastation all across the battlefield. Let's take a look at our general. He fought very bravely, I think. He is our best general. But I was willing to sacrifice him there towards the end. I really was. And I didn't notice the enemy was firing at us the entire time. Thankfully, they got out in time. And I think that's going to be the end of the enemy right there once we take out that last artillery piece. I hope so, anyway. That's going to be it, boys and girls. My goodness! A heroic victory, and yeah, I'll definitely accept that heroic victory for sure. Look at the battle results, guys. Extremely even in terms of the men lost. For sure, we're going to be gaining something out of that. Nope, maybe not. No upgrades to the general. Okay, fair enough. But what I am going to do, I think we have got... It's under our best interest, or in our best interests, to completely abandon Poland. So, could try to tear it down. And the reason I'm doing this is so that it's not a threat to us in the future. We're torching Warsaw. And let's escape into Kurlandese territory. It's Switzerland for our current campaign. Let's put it that way. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle. That was insanely long. And yeah, we did beat another Austrian army, but we can't hold out against, you know, a few more. We need to make a decision here. I'm not even going to end the turn because maybe you guys have some ideas in the comments. Maybe I could even try to trade Warsaw to the Austrians to put an end to this war once and for all. But would that be capitulation? I'm not sure. Thanks so much, guys. Take care, and glory to Catherine.